Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Cool, cool. All right. All right. All right. So, we've got a really cool talk for you today. Coach Michael and I wanted to talk about, I'm going to interview, in fact, him because he's an expert on stopping saying, I know I want to, but I know I should, but I know I need to, but, or whatever insert excuse here. So welcome, welcome, Michael. And just real first, really in a really high level nutshell, so people get a context of it, please tell us what you do.
Okay, so I'm a high performance mindset coach. I really don't like using that word coach because I do a lot more than that. But basically, I get people to get off their asses, stop having these excuses, stop using the word I'm trying because realistically, trying means you're just not ready to do it yet. I'm trying to quit smoking. Yeah, no, you're not ready to quit smoking. So get people to get that mindset of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And the more you tell your mindset what you want, it does because it only knows what you tell it and what you teach it.
This is true. This is true. And exactly, I tell people I'll try. It literally presupposes and pretty much guarantees failure. Oh, I'll try. And it's a way to know that people are not going to listen to you. You should do this, or I encourage you to do this, or here's my recommendation. Oh, I'll try. You're not going to do it. So that's when I end my investment into helping him get that thing because I'll try means I'm not going to do this. James, shut up. So, what is it
Exactly right.
what is it that gets in people's way, do you think, from saying, oh, I'll try, or I really need to, but is it Michael, a lack of commitment? Is it lack of motivation? What really gets in their way that causes the bullshit? We all have our bullshit. I'm no different. But what do you think gets in the way? What causes that?
Yeah, I mean, we're all human, that's given. But,
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is people they don't know what's on the other side. They're comfortable right here and they're miserable,
Fair.
but they're comfortable. And that uncomfortable feeling is like, oh, I don't know if I want to go over there. I don't know what's going to be like that over there. They're like relationships. They'll stay in a bad relationship just because they don't want to start all over. None of us like to start all over again. It sucks. It sucks to have to go out there and do. But it's like that with everything. And I hear a lot of people say, well, you're this way and I'm not like that. Well, because you don't want to be like that. It all boils down to how bad do you want
Fair. I love
something.
that. I love that. I
Because then
want
you
it.
either
Well, how bad do you or do you just
exactly.
want it? And I'm not trying to offend anyone here, but you raise a good point. Do you want it? Do you wish you wanted it? Do you wish it versus without doing any of the work? I mean, people see people that are wildly successful, and often we chirp them or oh, them they're not that good or they're a crappy person or whatever, just to make ourselves feel better. But we don't have that because we're not doing the things that they're doing to whether unintentionally or intentionally, we're not doing. We're flipping on the TV, watching 3 or 4 hours of TV a day. Versus, I shouldn't say we because I do not do that. I'm not in that
Yeah, me
group.
neither.
People, watch 3 or 4 hours instead of networking, hitting the gym, doing something for their health, and putting time into maybe I don't know, calling people, making people an offer. If you don't ask, you don't get. So I think that's a big thing.
Exactly. I think the biggest thing too, people just they think that this is the way they are, and that's it. It's not. We're all the same exact cell phone until you program it the way you program it.
Sure.
Plain and simple. You can reset it anytime you want.
We all have the exact same time in the day too, 24 hours than others, but why, and looking at the why you're not having what you want to have or being who you want to be. And I think it's a really interesting conversation to have with ourselves, but also someone like yourself, who can look at that. Here's a question. Let's look at the big why here. Why should people care? Why should people care? Because you mentioned several reasons, and we'll come back to the reasons why people often don't take action. But what is at stake if people don't take it? What is the why? Why should people care about getting off their ass, stopping the bullshit, taking action, going after they want, and stopping trying and start doing? What's at stake otherwise if they don't?
Well, most people don't see. They're blind to it. What's right in front of their face, and it comes down to like mostly executives and people who have their own businesses. In their mind, they're thinking they're working hard, they're working hard, they're working hard. The harder they work, everything's fine. But they're also missing the whole fact of inside their mind, they know they're miserable, but they're working hard, and it'll get over it, right? What they don't realize is that the people around them, if you're miserable, the people around you are miserable.
Sure.
Your misery gets passed on, and what happens is they get sick of it. They're not going to tell you anything normally. Normal people, and that's what sucks. Normally, your friends and family, are not going to tell you. And it
Yeah.
sucks. They should be honest with you, but they're not. Let's be honest. They're not. I mean, I will be. If you can't sing and you want to go to American Idol, I'm going to tell you, you suck. Don't go to American Idol.
Do
But
something else.
most friends and family won't.
Try gymnastics.
So they just like keep talking and they just keep passing along, passing along. And then they get to the point where they had enough
Hmm.
and they just walk away. And
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
normally happens. Relationships end like that. They don't gradually end. They boop, bye.
Just do poop.
Jobs end like that. Yeah, you got to give it 2 weeks notice. Your work ain't gonna give you 2 weeks notice of firing you. So it's like you need to realize and open up your eyes and just take a minute and look around and say, hold on, I'm working my ass off, but am I working my ass off in the right places?
Fair.
More than likely, I guarantee you're not.
Fair, fair. And is it getting me what I want? And maybe even looking at what the hell do you want? I'm sure you're
And
talking.
nobody holds you accountable.
No, you say that again, knowing.
Nobody holds like people and anybody who owns a business, really, executive, bosses, leaders, they're not used to that accountability because they're trying to give accountability to all their employees and everybody else. Everything, nobody's holding them accountable. So they just keep moving along, not just blinded by it. But then once it's thrown at them, they're like, holy shit, I need to wake up. I got to do something now. I'm going to lose everything.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And it's never too late to do it.
No, and that's it. No matter how old we are, never too late. No matter what it is. Oh, it's too late for me. No, that's just to get more bullshit. It gets in people's ways, and I think when we realize that and call ourselves out on our own BS, while being kind to ourselves, but call ourselves out when it is truly BS. I think it can be very, very healthy and help us look at, well, you know what? I'm not being who I want to be here. So let me stop the BS or excuses or fears or worries or whatever it is, and let me move on. So cool. So it's a life, an unsatisfied, unfulfilled life. By the sounds that is this what's at stake if someone doesn't take action and doesn't go for it. What's on the upside? What's on the upside if people do do the scary stuff, face the fears, all the other things that they need to do? What's the upside for in general? What's because everyone's going to have a slightly different upside. What's the upside?
I mean, most of the time, your life's going to change drastically. You'll see just one little twist, one little tweak in your life, your mindset is going to change everything. I mean, one little just tweak.
Yeah.
So let's say somebody wakes up and let's say somebody in the morning time, they hit the snooze button. And this is a physician. You hit that snooze button, your brain gets back in that cycle of sleeping, and you're not giving it that cycle of sleep that it needs.
Fair.
Now you're tired the rest of the day. It's like the same thing as if you wake up in the morning and one thing is don't grab your cell phone and look at social media because all it is problem. That's the last thing you need to do. So if you wake up and you think about problems, tweak that. Don't think about problems. Watch what that little tweak does to your entire life. Because if you think about a problem when you wake up, your day is going to be full of problems. Don't bring a problem from yesterday today.
Fair enough. And we're programming our brain with what we watch, with our words, with what we see. So as I tell people, it's be careful what you say to yourself, be careful what you listen to and what you let people tell you as well. If you don't think it's truly congruent with you, be open, but also, be careful what you careful what you listen to, anything, I think it's so important. What
the media especially.
So go ahead, say again.
The media especially.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's often these days not even real news. Not even accurate news, or it's all biased and
yeah, it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
One thing I can say is that people are going to think that they can't do it. It's too hard, blah, 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 blah. Coming from me that I've had 47 blood clots in my lungs, I've been pronounced dead multiple times and I kept pushing through it.
Wow.
Anything is possible. And in the midst of that, I had a divorce that took everything illegally. So if anybody can do it, there's nothing, your body can take anything you give it. You just got to say, hey, I got this. I was watching last night, Squid Game Challenge, whatever. It's like the realistic game or whatever they're playing. And this girl stops from red light, green light. She's squatting for I'm talking 20 seconds. She's like, in her, like, oh God, it's so painful. Well, guess what? You told your mind it's painful. Guess what? Your body's going to give out. And it did. 30 seconds of squatting, she gave up. For $4.5 million. It's like, you see, if you tell your mind something, it's going to give up. Don't tell your mind it hurts. There's pain. There's pain, whatever. Your body will get through it.
It's true. Or people that, they say, oh, I'm angry. I'm so angry. I'm just so angry today. Well, of course, you're going to feel more angry versus you're right. If you reframe that and tell yourself something else, I'm actually in a kick-ass place. I'm at a peaceful place, or I'm glad I'm alive, or whatever. I mean, this is a bit of a mundane example, but yeah, if you see I'm pissed, I'm angry, and whatever, you go around telling people I'm broke, or I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm depressed, and whatever. you're just circulating that around you and probably driving other people nuts too. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. Yes,
exactly.
talk to people. Obviously, when you have challenges or problems, yes, talk to people. Find coaches, mentors as well. But that negative energy, I think people get sick of after a while. That's for sure. That's for
But
sure.
like what you just said, like, I'm angry today. I'm angry today. Treat the day, you have 24 hours in it, you have 24 moments. If you're angry at 10 a.m., by 11 a.m., drop it. Start over. You're going to allow, what you're doing is you're allowing somebody else's actions to ruin your entire day. So think
Exactly.
about that.
Exactly.
Somebody else controls you that entire day. If you can't get over it in an hour, shame on you. An hour, be pissed off. After that, move on to the next moment, and you have no reason to have a bad day.
It's true. It's true. It's true. You're absolutely right. You have no reason not to have an amazing day, right? Not to have an awesome day. What is just ending off here? What's an actionable? What is one kind of actionable thing someone can do to really help them grow and really take charge of their lives, take back their lives, and really rock it ahead, like you're saying, other than hiring you and coming to at least do a discovery call with you, but how they can elevate their mindset. How can they stop saying I should, I could, I would, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and actually getting that moving forward.
I'm going to tell you, this is crazy. Most people are going to say, yeah, right, but try it. Just that little thing I said when you wake up in the morning, when your alarm goes off, hit the alarm and put your feet on the ground and move and keep moving. That's basically giving you that positive sense in your mind. You already started off your day positive. You're moving. You got the gears rolling. Don't stop. Don't sit down, have coffee, sit there and watch. Don't even turn the TV on.
Hmm.
Stop turning the TV on because what you're doing is you're starting the day more than likely with the news, which is a bunch of bullshit or some kind of, oh, this happened, whatever. You're starting your day off with negativity.
Yeah.
Stop that. When
Yeah.
you get out of bed, just keep rolling, keep moving forward, and you watch that a couple of days. It's like routine. You'll start moving forward, and then your mind will start just moving forward. There's a reason that the rear view mirror is so small and the windshield is so big, because you're not supposed to keep looking back.
Right on. Yep. 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 Right on. Right on. I agree. I completely agree. I love it. I love it. Any last things you want to leave the viewers with, leave people with?
Yeah, mindset is everything. 100%. I don't care if you believe in God, Buddha. If you got a magic genie coming out of your ass, your mindset ain't right, nothing will fall into place. Whatever you think is what you believe is what you'll have in life. You think you're going to be rich, you believe you're going to be rich, you won't be rich. Everything comes into motion with if you just think it because you put it into belief and it becomes everything you see.
Fair enough. Fair. Hey, with limiting beliefs about it can't happen or I can't do this or not good enough or whatever, whatever. That's why they call it a limiting belief. They don't call it a success belief. They just call
And
it
get try out of your
a
vocabulary.
right on, brother. Right on. Right on.
If you're trying, you ain't doing.
Fair enough. Okay, now how can people reach you? Do you have a freebie or an education video people to do, or what website? How can they get a hold of you?
You can go to my website and you can actually I'll give you a free coaching test session. And when you book this and you show up on a coaching session, I'll give you a free copy of my book. It's platinummindsetgroup.com. You
Beautiful.
can go on that link, book a call, and I'll give you a copy of my free book when you show up.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect. One more time, the link, please, is
platinummindsetgroup.com.
beautiful. PlatinumMindsetGroup.com. Amazing. You get a free coaching call and a free book. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Pleasure having you, brother. And here is your and everyone's wild success as well.
Yeah, talk to you soon.
Cheers.